All right, everyone, how about 3 quick cards and a bottom card with me, which we all know is like 500 cards. Anyway, we're going to do something a little different this time. This is energy reading. There's no signs here. It doesn't matter what sign you are or anything like that. We're going to do something a little different here. Usually, we've been pulling fly on the wall. This is for those of you where your person's married or in a relationship with somebody else. And we've been pulling fly on the wall. We've been taking it from your person's perspective and what they want to do and how they feel about you and all of that. This time around, I'm going to do something a little tricky. It's difficult energy reading to do this because the person is only tertiary tied to your soulmate connection. I'm going to pull on their person, their spouse, or the person they're in a relationship with. I'm going to take it from their perspective, okay? This is my pre-shuffle. It's got a 4 of Wands here. For most of you, this is a marriage or a long-term relationship. I'm going to say that in advance on this video. Okay? I'm also going to say this, and I'm going to be very clear, because I have a feeling a certain individual is tuning in who's run amok with their imagination. This is a general reading. It may or may not resonate with you. I am just reading the energies that are here. It is possible that this reading is not for you. And that applies to all of you. That's what that means. It is possible. But if the title brought you in here, I'm at least entertaining. It's worth a watch. This is a difficult energy to pull on. Okay? This is very tricky to do. Because any energy I get has to be for the greater good. The universe seems to want to talk. So let's see what it has to say from your person's perspective. All right? It is a timeless reading. Whenever you find it, you're meant to find it. Okay. That being said, there's a lot going on in relationships right now, all right? And we've known for quite a while, as every time we pull a fly on the wall, that the relationship on the other side is long dead. Somebody's not given to it, or they're just staying just to keep the peace, or something along those lines in reference to your person. There's a lot going on in the energy right now. I did a tweet this morning about the energy weather and a little, friendly alert for everybody. I'm going to be doing a reading on Wednesday the 9th, I believe. Because what's happening right now in the energy is the North Node, which I did an all signs reading on, you should all watch. The North Node is trining Pluto on the 14th, okay? And that energy, Pluto is a very slow moving planet. That energy is pretty much trining now. It's a long lasting energy. It doesn't just go away in a second, pop in and then go away. And it's affecting things right now. It's what it's doing. I saw on my morning walk this morning, as I said in the tweet, I saw two separate couples fighting. And my morning walk this morning was, because it was a run day, was about 5 a.m. Okay, so I saw 2 separate couples fighting in 2 separate locations on my walk. And that's very rare. It's generally a pretty quiet area. All right. That being said, these were drag them out to the street fights too. These were not just, little spats. That being said, this energy, the North Node trining Pluto, creates within relationships a reality check of sorts. It can cause fights, it can cause disruptions, it can, it can make everything seem like everything, if you're not in a relationship with somebody, it can just seem like everybody's in a bad mood and argumentative, okay? So it can kind of go that way too. So keep that in mind. That energy is going to be with us for a little bit. It might lighten. It might lighten as the trine gets closer. But anyway, I'm going to pull a reading on it. And it's going to be a lot of fun because that reading will carry over into the coming week. Now, on to my pre-shuffle. So you have a person, your soulmate, your runner. They're married or they're in a relationship. Okay? This is from their person's perspective that they're in a relationship with. Right here we have a marriage. We have the 4 of Wands, or something long-term, okay? It's represented here in the pre-shuffle. And I'm using the Witch's Tarot because it's new here. I've played with it offline for a couple of weeks. It's camera ready. I've been having fun with it today. It's a beautiful deck, and and the way it reflects the energy is perfect for this reading. I'll tell you why. 4 of Wands right here, crossed by the 9 of Wands. Your person's person does not want to let this go. Does not want to let your person go under any circumstances. 9 of Wands. There is a wall right here that person cannot pass. Nope, not going to get past it. They do not want to let it go. But this is judgment. This is judgment in this deck. And what your person's person doesn't know, according to the universe here in the pre-shuffle, is that somebody's already done with it. Your person is already done with it. Okay? The writing is on the wall. It's been on the wall, but they just will not let it go. They will not let it go. Underneath that is the world. In other words, we don't get to the world till we pass judgment. And I've shuffled this deck. I've been playing with this deck for about 2 weeks. And for these two to come back together again here is mind-blowing to me. Because they're next to each other in the tarot. They're number 20 and number 21. This tells me that this double verifies with the world crossing judgment that your person is already out. It's already done. The writing's on the wall. We passed judgment. We're on the world. A cycle is ending and another cycle is beginning. They can put up all the walls they want. It doesn't matter. Because underneath that is the moon card. And I've been seeing this in some of the extended readings. And we saw this in particular the Leo angle of the weekly reading I just did yesterday on Saturday the 5th. Where it was the Eight of Pentacles, and somebody was putting together pentacles to be able to move toward the soulmate connection. And what I have here is, they're getting their ducks in their row, finding their independence a little bit anyway, at least on the pentacle side, taking care of logistics, whatever. This is secretly going on underneath this person's nose here with the Nine of Wands. And this is why I want to make it clear this reading may not be for you. I'm pulling a general reading to thousands of people, okay? This may not be your person. If this isn't possible for your person to leave the other person because of traditions or something like that, then this is not your reading, okay? But this is somebody's reading, all right? Somebody out there, this is your reading. And I think it's a couple of thousand somebodies. So your person, and I've seen this, it's come up in the energy, especially here with judgment crossed by the world. Behind the scenes is doing a lot. There's a lot going on. There's a lot hidden in the shadows. And my last card out is the Wheel of Fortune. It's all turning 180 degrees. And what's funny is I'm pulling on your person's person, and your person's showing up. All it's talking about with your person's person is that they don't want to let this go. The rest of it, it's telling me exactly what they don't know, which is much more powerful forces. These are minor arcana. I've got major arcana cards here. 1, 2, the moon, the Wheel of Fortune. I mean, I've got big major arcana cards happening right underneath their nose. All right? They can put up all the 9 wands they want. This shit is... And, I use this a little bit to cross-check some of the readings. I'm married to a scientist. I live in... friends are scientists. I hang around scientists. I study science. Scientists cross-check their work from all different angles. This is a nice way to cross-check the fly-on-the-wall readings, which tell us that somebody is done with the relationship on their side. It looks like they are. And much of what will be to the chagrin of somebody else. I don't think their person is going to be very happy to find out that their wall of 9 wands here is not enough to stop what's going down underneath their nose. That's what's here in the energy. That's what I'm reading. You see it in the cards. It's right there. That's why I show you the cards. Now I'm going to shuffle the deck. We're going to get to let the universe tell us what it wants to. All right? We're going to get 3 cards and a bottom card, and we'll see what we come up with here. I don't like wasting time on videos, having to make myself clear about things. I'm not going to continue to do it too far in the future. All right? We've moved our legal disclaimer up to the top of the description text of every video now. It was always at the bottom, and it was always on the About page, but apparently nobody read it. Or a few people didn't anyway. There's nothing I can do. You can just read that. Sometimes the readings aren't for you. Sometimes I'm not your tarot reader. I might be decent at it. I don't know. I might suck. But the energy I'm pulling might not be for you. All right? And there's always a reason you're here watching a reading. You might be here watching a reading now, so you stop. me telling you that. You know, because I'm not going to keep telling people and emphasizing it's a general reading. It may or may not resonate with you. I'm just going to blow through it like I always used to. But, you know, it's become apparent to me if there's one, there's 1,000. You know, people who are, you know, identifying a bit too much with things that actually aren't for them. And they don't understand that there's a lot of different energies around. Okay? There's a lot of different energies floating around, and different readers pick up on different energies. So, that's just how it goes. That's what it is. I'm always the first to encourage people not to watch my channel if it's not for them. I'm one of the only readers who does that. Everybody wants followers. I only want followers that want to be here. Okay? That's it. That's all I want. Alright, here we go. We're shuffling the deck. Give me 3 cards and a bottom card here. Oh, yeah. I see it. Mm-hmm. Now, this is going to tell us a little bit more about their person. Alright? I can tell from the bottom card. The bottom card is going to be crossing the center card. Alright? The first card out is the Knight of Cups. Okay. It seems a little gallant, right? It seems nice. The Knight of Cups. Remember, we're pulling on your person's person here. Stay tuned. I don't know what these top cards are, but I sure as fuck know what the bottom card is that's crossing this next one. And this is going to be interesting to see, and this doesn't fucking surprise me one bit. Look at the snow, look at the cold. Look like one of them Bob Ross paintings where he says, we're going to paint something really cold today. A nice little winter scene, right? Let's get crazy. Let's get crazy, all right. It's the 5 of Pentacles. Yeah. Mm-hmm. I know what's crossing that. Right here, you will in a second. The Knight of Swords. See this? We got opposing energies. This guy, the Knight of Cups, coming this way. This one is gone. Alright? This person has no idea that they're already out in the cold. Alright? They have no idea that they're already... There's layers in the energy. This is just the surface layer. On the surface, this person has no idea that they're out in the cold. They think everything's fine. Valentine's Day is coming up. You know, however you want to look at it. But somebody is gone. They're about to find something out. Your person's person is about to get a message of swords from your person, and it's a very specific message. And for my Cancerian people whose person might be married, it applies to Leo a little bit too, because you're both the hot spot. I'd like you to notice that the bandana and wrappings of this horse are mustard yellow. It's hard to tell on my camera, but trust me, they're mustard yellow. And that is the color of the 3D external color of your connection, of the whole connection cycle, really. But it definitely is, because you're the hotspot, your connection. Either way, this reading is for everyone. I'm just pointing that out because my people like coincidences. They love that. No such thing as coincidences, Steve. I know. Right here. Your person has something they're going to say. This person's about to find out that they're out in the cold. On the surface layer of energy, that's what's going on. This is crossed by the 7 of Swords. Okay? Another cold Bob Ross scene here. I don't know why this guy is on the 7 of Swords. It's a card of deception, right? He doesn't really look like an asshole to me, but apparently he is. But you see, that's why, I suppose. That's why he's there. This is a card of deception and lies. It's the card of the thief. You know, things along those lines. Sociopaths, people that tend to behave like that, are always really nice. They're always really nice. They need you to like them. It's devil energy. This is light devil energy here with the 7 of Swords. They need you to like them. Sociopaths are your best friend. If somebody, if the press is interviewing the people in the neighborhood where the murderer lived or the rapist lived, do they ever say on the interview, oh, they were the worst person. We knew damn well that there was something up with that person. No, they never say that. No, they always say it was the nicest person. He used to help old ladies across the street, and he built a park for the kids. It's always that asshole, right? It always is. And we've seen it in Hollywood too with some big names, you know, Mr. Jello Pudding, right? You know, that kind of thing. It really is. You don't know what you don't know about people. And this person here, I'm telling you all that for a reason. There's layers in the energy. The person that they're with on the top layer just has no idea. There's a lot of deception going on around them, and they don't know that they're already out in the cold. Okay? That's happening. They think they got their Nine of Wands wall up, everything's fine. But in the underneath layers of the energy, it's very interesting. This person is a manipulator on some level. This person likes to control things, and they do it through deception. Almost like a magician reversed, sleight of hand, 3-card Monty kind of thing. I'd be curious to see what's under this. It's a tower. So the Seven of Swords is crossed by a tower. That just verified everything I just said to you in the cards. It's crossed. Their whole world's their whole facade is about to come crashing down. This guy doesn't look bad, just like that murderer that lives in the neighborhood when the press come to interview. Their whole facade came down, right? And that's why people have a hard time telling the devil from the angel. The angels aren't nice. We draw them nice. Archangel Michael looks, and stuff like Raphael and all that, look beautiful on the cards. When you get them, they're handsome and they're terrific and they're this and that. But actually, if you were to meet a real angel in person, probably be a beer drinker with a bad attitude. Might talk a little like me and swear a lot and do a lot of all kinds of, stuff like that. It's the truth. The devil, sociopaths and things like that are always really nice. They need to earn your trust quickly. This person's whole facade is coming down. They think they got this. Their 9 Wands wall is enough. Your person's staying with them. They're not going anywhere. And if they do, I got the skills to manipulate. I can take care of it. They are in for a tower moment like they have never fucking seen before, because the whole facade is down now. We take the mask off this fella and we see the devil underneath. And that's really what it is. And I don't mean that, when I say the devil, I mean devil energy. I don't mean that they're bad or they're some kind of killer. Too many people watching who take everything I say so goddamn literally. My God, learn some sarcasm. Seriously, watch some Seinfeld episodes and train yourself how to be sarcastic. It's a terrific show to do that with, because if you can't follow Seinfeld, you don't understand sarcasm. You just don't get it. And maybe you should stop watching Steve Love Tarot, because you take me too literally. I don't mean to say this person's a psycho killer or something like that. They are a manipulator, though. They lie. They do whatever they have to get what they want. And that facade is coming down. They have no idea that they're already out in the cold. Your person's charging in very soon, and I suspect that, I always knew the North Node was going to play a role here. And that North Node trining Pluto is ripe for fights. Listen to your neighbors for the next couple of weeks. I guarantee you're going to hear some rows going on in your neighborhood. I have no doubt about it. That I've already seen it today. And the energy's really not even on top of itself yet. So that's what's going on with that person. They're fooling themselves into thinking they got this. It's no problem, and if your person tries to leave, well, they can try some manipulation, but your person is setting something up underneath the surface. Okay, they're setting something. It's not going to work again. They're already out. We had the world crossing fucking judgment. It is already done. It's already set in their mind. The illusions of this mild devil energy don't work anymore. And your person's person is about to have themselves a tower. Now I'm going to pull, I know, we're pulling, that's all I got to say on your person. That's all the universe, your person's person. That's all the universe is going to give me. It is. Okay? So, that's it. And that explains the toxin in some of the relationships. It is what it is. For some of you, your person, if you're one of the people where this reading isn't for you, it's a situation where your person can't get out. They can't. There's no way. It's not possible. There's too many financial ties. There's children in this, or there's tradition in that. Sometimes you're just stuck, based on the choices you make in life. That's free will. Nobody can predict free will. It's not possible. I am going to pull a couple cards on this Knight of Swords. All right? Because this is your person's energy, your soulmate's energy. All right? So let's see. We've talked enough about the person on the other side. You get the picture. I think I gave you the picture pretty good. Let's talk about this Knight of Swords and what your person wants to do here. Tell me about this Knight of Swords. Give me 3 cards and a bottom card. A crossing card for the Knight of Swords and 3 cards underneath. Let's go. Let's see. Why not? And again, you know, it is what it is. This is just what the energy says. If I teach anybody anything out here on YouTube, I want to help other readers, because all the other readers, I'm in contact with quite a few who have YouTube channels out here. People reach out, they want to chat. That's fine. I don't have a problem with that. You know, we all run into the same thing. We all have the same kind of problems. It's people taking the shit way too literally. You know, you got to be careful with that. Sometimes it's just not your reading. Even if I'm your reader, and I'm right most of the time, sometimes it's not your reading. You know in your soul if it is. Not in your brain. You got to shut your brain down. You need to feel a tarot reading, not think it. Don't make it fit. Okay? You know your person's situation. You know who they're with. And you probably have a suspicion that they're planning something beneath the surface or putting something together. Hell, some of you, I get the impression they told you. Okay? So, there you go. Tarot readers have a saying. We all kind of have it. We don't write it on our channel, but it's don't blame the tarot reader. You know? It's like, hey, I'm just, any more than you'd blame the weatherman, you know? If you live in St. Louis and you're watching the weather in Miami, it's not your weather, okay? You might want to change the channel and get you a St. Louis channel. All right, that's really all what it's all about here. Tell me about this Knight of Swords. Universe, I'm running out of things to tell these people, Universe. You're having me shuffle like a son of a bitch. Yeah, the Six of Pentacles. Yeah, it's an uneven relationship that they're in. It's uneven. One person wants to keep it, the other one doesn't. All right, it's an uneven energy here. Your person's also, for most of you, as we've seen in many readings before, worried about losing too much money, worried about not getting their fair share, worried about having to pay out their fair share. I suspect that this person that they're with, based on what I'm seeing, is a very pentacle-focused person. They manipulate the cups, you know, kind of a thing. They're a manipulator. They are a controlling person. Might be one of those couples, as we talk about in some of the extendeds, where they only have couple friends. You can't have your own friends of the opposite sex, you know, that kind of thing. Very controlling. It's not, the love is long gone. It's long dead in whatever relationship it is I'm pulling on here. What's on top of this? The Queen of Swords. Your person is cutting this shit out. They know the truth. They are aware of the truth, and they're about to speak it. The Knight of Swords speaks the truth too. It's swords. And a worry about pentacles and a fair exchange of pentacles. They're already out. These cards alone tell me that. And the energy is telling me that too. Yep, I see it. In the center card is the Ten of Wands. Yeah, there's some worry here. There is. But this Ten of Wands, your person, your soulmate, wants a new life. They want a new beginning. In order to get that, the truth is they've got to come in and tell this person, call this person on their shit. And what their person doesn't know is they're already out in the cold. It's already done. The person that your person is married to or in a relationship with is a little bit delusional about their own abilities to manipulate. About their own, they're cocky. You know, they might be the primary Burger King energy for some of you, where it's a lot of ego and pride and stuff like that. They're very cocky. I get that. It's not confidence, it's arrogance. Confidence sometimes gets confused for arrogance. The third card out here, on top of the Ten of Wands, is the Four of Pentacles. Again, your person's very concerned, very concerned about pentacles. You know, they don't want to lose a lot of pentacles, and I believe it. We just pulled on a person who's manipulative, okay, a little bit controlling. You know, I see this all the time when we do these types of readings in these types of situations in the extended. This is the type of person with that Seven of Swords that was crossing here, and what we pulled on already. This is the type of person who, again, would do anything. That Nine of Wands they're going to try anything to hold on to your person. They really are. Your person doesn't want to lose too much here. It just keeps coming up this. You know, they're holding back. And it's really where a lot of the burden here is coming from. They're aware of the truth with the Queen of Swords here. I said this earlier when I pulled this card for a reading. This Queen of Swords, she don't give a shit. This is a Queen of Swords on this card who does not take shit. She's not taking a lick of shit from anybody, male or female. Nothing's going to work on this person. They're absolutely out. But there is a concern here about Pentacles. And it doesn't surprise me. It's even here with this person's out in the, when we're talking about your person's person, they're out in the cold. It's represented by Pentacles. Okay? The whole relationship is fucking Pentacles. It's not Cups. Their Cups are kind of deceiving a little bit. You know, they come in, and they're met here with swords from your person of, not this time. You know, not this time. Let me just pull one more card here, okay, just for fun. Let me pull on this Knight of Cups, because this is your person's person, and this was what this reading was about. Your person knows what's going on. If this reading's for you, they know what's going on. You know, they're just trying to get their ducks in a row on their side. This probably applies a lot to Leos and Pisces. That seems to be the angle where this is. Cancer's here too. But, it doesn't matter. It's going to be, those are the signs where it's the most people. This is an all signs reading. It's not about astrology. But these are the types of messages I've seen in the hotspot angles of the reading, for sure. And in Pisces, to a great deal. Tell me about this Knight of Cups. What are they going to try here? What are they going to try that's not going to work? All right? What are they going to try that's not going to work? What is... Okay. Oh, you're going to try... Oh, tried and true. That's the message from the universe. Tried and true. It's the Six of Cups. They're going to try to play on the sympathies from the past. You remember when we went to Niagara Falls and we had fun? We made love in the bushes. You remember when we did that? They do this all the time. This is the manipulation of the Seven of Swords. They play the guilt trip. I get that in the energy. I get it in the extent. It's all the fucking time. You know, it's that kind of thing. Oh, but what about if there's children? They're the type of person who pulls, what about the children? They haven't learned the lesson of that your person's learned with this Queen of Swords of you never want to beg someone to stay. You don't want to beg someone to be your friend or your lover. That's nonsense. Why would you even want that? It's almost a begging energy here, bringing up stuff from the past. Here, take my cup. Remember when we went to blah, blah, blah. Remember when we did this and did that. But what about the children? What about the family? What's the family going to say? And all that kind of, yeah, Six of Swords. Right there. The gondola ride, right? They're going to go for a ride in the canoe. They're going to try to smooth things out, is what that's saying. That's what this Knight of Cups is. When they find out, because it's red, center, left, right. When they find out first that they're actually out in the cold, they're going to try to smooth things out. And they're going to do it with shit from the past. And because the Seven of Swords is crossing here, they might try some nonsense. And I've said it before. If there's some nudie pictures, they might threaten to put them online. If the sweet nothings don't work, this person will, they're a manipulator. It's clear from the Seven of Swords. I gave you a whole dissertation on that card when I pulled it. They're not above going to Plan B. Plan B, force you to stay. I got dirt on you. You can't go. I'll release this, or I'll say that, or I'll tell your mother about this. It could be anything. You know, it's going to vary for all of you. It's just about Plan A doesn't work. Move things on to calmer waters with the nostalgia. We'll go to Plan B. This is Plan B. Money. There it is. Knight of Pentacles. Pull the money card. Holding on to the money. This is a stopped knight in this deck. He's not moving. He's not going forward slow. He's stopped. Someone holding on to the money. Your person's trying to hold on to the money. They're trying to hold on to the money. I can understand now with this Knight of Pentacles being my center card here, why your person's so goddamn worried about getting fair and equitable exchange here when they leave the situation. They might, for a lot of you, they might just be stuck. I'm just going to be honest with you. I see a stalemate starting to happen here. I'm not saying for all of you. And the reason I say that is because this Queen of Swords is not taking shit. I believe that, but for some of you, I have to say, they might be stuck. We got a stalemate here. Nope, I'm not giving you my pentacle. Well, I'm not giving you my pentacle. Well, I'm not giving you mine. I'm not giving you mine. Okay, so nobody gives pentacles. So the love, trying to make it with the love cup and the memories and making love in the bushes at Niagara Falls didn't work. Sounds real romantic to me. Tourists walking by, they might see, right? Oh my God. Then we move to plan B. The money. The money. The Pentacles. What's on top of the Knight of Pentacles? Seven of Wands. Then the money has, somebody here, I think it's your person's person, has the high ground with the money. Your person's person has the high ground here, which explains, well, wait a second before you say, oh damn, Steve. No. No. That explains why in the pre-shuffle we see the moon and all of that. We see someone working behind the scenes to get things done. Your person doesn't, your person's person doesn't know about the Five of Pentacles, that they're out in the cold. That's a surprise to them. Okay? They think that Nine of Wands is enough to keep it together. So what you've got is someone working behind the scenes, your person, your soulmate, working behind the scenes in the moon, moving money here, moving money. I mean, it could be anything. I don't know. I'm just giving you analogies here. You can't take it literally. Again, we already talked about that. This other person, this person that they're with, has the high ground in some way. They might have dirt on them. They might have money on them. They might have tradition on their side. They might have, it could be anything. It could be absolutely anything. But they will go from plan A to plan B to plan C. Okay? And this is, in this card right here, this Seven of Wands explains why somebody would have to work in the background, in the shadows, to get the fuck out of this. Right? Like sneaking them out, like some kind of underground railroad or something. You know, I mean, seriously. It's that kind of thing. It really is. Sneak them out in the dark of night kind of a thing. Listen, it is what it is. You can see the cards on the table. They are what they are. Let me pull 3 cards from the universe, see if there's anything else it wants to tell you. All right? So, it bodes well. There's stuff happening behind the scenes. It also explains what I saw in the Leo angle on the weekly reading. You know, and I mentioned that because they're part of the hotspot of the connection, which means it bleeds on to everyone here. It don't matter if you're a Sagittarius or an Aquarius or a Virgo and your person is married and they're in this situation. What's happening in the hot spots of the connection cycle bleeds onto you. It bleeds onto your story. A little bit, anyway. Depending on how close you are to that angle. Let's see. Let's see what else the universe wants to tell you. Give me 3 cards here. Give me 3 cards. Give me 3 cards. 3 cards from the bottom. King of Wands, the Star, and the 3 of Cups. Wow, okay. Alright, 3 of Wands crossing the Star. 3 of Wands crossing the Star is this shit is happening. Somebody is taking control. This Emperor energy is of control. It is fiery, hot, red energy. Red hot, moving forward. Somebody here wants to find their happiness. Somebody here wants cups. They want something to celebrate. They want to be happy. They also want a reunion with a soul connection with that 3 of Cups right there, with that energy. The other person on the other side, because the energy is always in layers, to read it from the flip direction, okay, happening very soon to a couple near you, the Burger King is gonna try to smooth things out. That's all it's saying. But on the energy side, the energy is heavier on your person's side. It's stronger energy. I think, you want to see that? Okay, I'll show it to you. It's stronger energy. A Queen of Swords right here, a 6 of Swords right there. All right? A Knight of Swords right here, a Knight of Cups right here. Do you think this cup has a chance against this sword? I don't think so. Do you think this little gondola guy right here can kick this chick? This is a queen, this is minor arcana. All right? The burdens come in with the pentacles, and we see it here. Somebody's got an advantage, but energetically your person knows what they want to do and they're taking actions towards it. This other person has no idea. It's very clear from the cards what's going on here. It's going to hit them as a surprise. They think they can, or at the very least, even if they know, they're cocky and arrogant and think they can just fix it. It's no problem. I got my 9 wands wall. I'm good. It's not a big deal. You know, it's like that. That's your reading. I hope it was helpful, and I hope to God, all right, if it's not for you, it's not for you. Okay? It is what it is. I'm just reading energy here. That's all I'm doing. In fact, that's all I'm doing in this reading. There's no astrology whatsoever, really. I'm just reading the energy on the table. That's it. It may or may not be for you. And I'm not going to keep hammering that home going forward and boring people with it, because I know most of you don't need to be told that. But either way, this is your reading. I hope it was helpful. If I helped one fucking person today, I did my job. If one person watching this can sleep better tonight because of what I told them, right? Then I did my job. That's it. Everybody's important. We're all connected. Every person matters. Don't forget that. Part of what's wrong with the fucking world right now. So try to please remember that. If you like this reading, please like, share, and subscribe. Appreciate all the subscribers, everybody who shares, and everybody who watches. All right? There you go. All right, everyone. Good luck. Stay tuned for a week of some serious energy updates.